This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I don't even know what to title this video, I'll be honest with you. We'll figure it out after the video is done. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's just get right into it. So this guy, Tekashi, a lot of things are coming out today. He did interviews with like Logan Paul, Lisa Evers, Shade Room. We already talked about him dissing Cardi B, saying like everybody ran through her in New York before she got on, whatever. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't take anything away from her. I noticed nobody's asking about Jim Jones and Jim Jones being on the wiretaps. That's what's funny to me. I would ask that question if I was Lisa Evers. Or why is Jim Jones on a wiretap with Mel Matrix talking about you? I mean, we know that Mel Matrix and Jim Jones are friends. But 50 Cent had pointed out that he thinks that Jim Jones allegedly is working with them people. I want to know that. I think we all want to know that. Why is Jim Jones on them wiretaps? And why did he never get questioned or anything? It's interesting. I like Jim Jones. But it's weird. Right? 50 Cent thought it was weird too. Annuel, I guess academics let it out that he was working with Tekashi, but had to distance himself from Tekashi because his brother's still locked up. And a lot of people were giving him a lot of flack for working with Tekashi, and his brother's safety was at risk, so he had to fall back. He ended up dissing Tekashi. A lot of rappers were supposed to be on Tekashi's album that weren't because they fell back. I think NBA YoungBoy might have been one of them. I don't know. There was a lot of names on that original track list that got deleted. Tekashi's blackballed. That's basically what's happening. He's broken so many relationships with people, and certain people decided to take a stance against him that he's blackballed. Especially when he started going at Billboard and this and that early coming home. That wasn't a good move, because that's why they took away these 100,000 sales. Now he's at 65K instead of 150K. He is doing good numbers considering being blackballed. I gotta give him that. He went at Blueface, said he's a loser. He only does 15 to 20K his first week out after being... He has no blackball, nothing blackballing him, you know? He's got everything in the world. He's got everybody. He's got Birdman and Whack 100 working for him. But Blueface continues to say, damn, he really fell off, da-da-da-da. Blueface just sounds goofy, you know, like, I'm sorry, not academics, Tekashi is goofy, right? For all the trolling he does and everything. It's a little too much. But Blueface is goofy for saying what he said. It's like, dude, you're not doing that hot. He says, damn, he fell off. Somebody kiss him on the forehead. Tell him he's going to be okay. I don't know. Then, you know, Trippie Redd's enjoying this because they don't get along. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. Oh, then he found out that Shotty was sleeping with his girl because he pretended like Jade, the girl he's with now, was mad at him before he went in. And he needed to use his phone to call Jade. When he got the phone, he went in and searched for text messages and found that his baby mom was talking to Shotty. So he was like, wow. He said, I would have never done that to him, but he did it to me. That is trash. And I wouldn't do 47 years for these guys that did everything to me. I know you wouldn't either. But that doesn't justify what he did, because he knew what he was doing when he got into it. And he went a little far. He went pretty far with it. He didn't just go for the people that were against him. He went for like Kuda B, you know, people that were friends with him, that had his back. And that's where it gets nasty. He went for Crippy. Crippy didn't do anything to him, you know? He should have left certain people out of it. And that's where I have a problem with it. Seriously, you know, like, anyways, it's not looking good for him. But this kid, he's not a kid. This guy seems to always figure something out. Academics said he's being pretty quiet right now, and it's hitting him hard. We'll see. Joe Budden. So, Raqi Thunder. I don't even know who this woman is. I guess she's from Love and Hip Hop. She was friends with Santana. I guess she went out with Joe at one point. Well, Joe Budden throws her under the bus today, saying that she's the reason why all these allegations are coming out against him, especially the Santana leaked phone call, the stuff about the dog, all that stuff. It's her fault. Okay, she was like a fake friend to Sin or something. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, she writes a book. These people love writing books, man. I don't even know how to sum it up. She puts up these text messages of her and Joe Budden back to forth that mean really nothing. And it says, I'm not going to keep being quiet while you drag my name through the mud in another poor effort to deflect an Mbeklik fan base. I mean, hey, you went to the dictionary and you looked up a big word. I don't know what Mbeklik means. I'm not going to look it up. And you know what? I don't care. Fan base under your spell. Joe is a narcissist. She does say that. Obviously, he has narcissistic. But that doesn't... A lot of people are. You're born with it. Clearly, you need to help refresh your several disaggregated memory correctly. I'm going to just browse through this. Because I tell you, you asked me to manage Sin after your breakup. Because you thought I would help her keep tabs on her movement like she was or who she was keeping company with, when I made it clear that as a friend to both of you, I wouldn't be involved with putting the dangerous position to feed you info and then put you in a position to lose what you were working for because you're a known loose cannon, and that's when you lost your ish and you started your typical teardown tactics and manipulation to everyone in the circle and outcast me because you weren't able to control the narrative. If neither of us played your game as a woman, I choose to no longer play wingman in toxic relationships. Alright. I'm not gonna read anymore. There's more? Wow. You said I was part of the rescue team because I've played that role many times in many failed relationships. I was designated person for a few of your exes to help smooth things out. Alright. So basically she says Joe's toxic and he has problems. I mean, I'm sick of the Joe thing. I'm sick of the Tekashi thing. I'll be honest with you. Let's have another story in a minute. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and save you the trouble of watching those Tekashi interviews. My gosh, they're boring. They are boring. This guy needs to just make music right now and chill out for a while. I knew that would happen when he came home too. I knew that like he would, of course, people were gonna, you always have a rise. It's gonna plateau right now. And then we'll see what happens. But I think it's just gonna like stay where it's at. He'll do like, 200,000 on this album, which is more than most rappers. Then the next, probably do singles. He's gonna fulfill his contract. He'll be done, and then he's probably gonna disappear. He already has the money to disappear. Probably has 10 to 20 million. And if he could learn to live more modest, easily could disappear and live a great life. Because you know what? It's not like he did something to the Italian mob. He did something to some guys in Brooklyn that are all locked up and they're not going to do anything to him. I'm telling you. Unless he's in New York. If he's outside of New York, if he goes to Canada, maybe he goes to like Montana, Colorado, he's safe. But you can't stay in New York. That's a fact. At least Brooklyn. Can't stay in Brooklyn. Anyways, guys. And you really shouldn't stay in the New York tri-state area because that's where you might get hurt. Most people won't cross the bridge, but some might. Anyways, guys. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up button. I hope this video wasn't too boring, but I just wanted to do it. Just to like wrap things up with all this junk out here. Peace.